Well, howdy doody. Yeah, howdy doody. Hey, do you want to know when you know you have a truck riding dog? You want to go for a ride? You want to go for a ride? Come here, buddy. Let's see who follows me to the truck. And what are we going to drive today? What am I working on today? You know, I really want to drive my Ram TRX. You know why I want to drive that? Because it makes a lot of noise. Kind of like the guy behind the voice of the phone. Sat there now. The question is, does Diesel want to go? So Rebel won't go, but will Diesel? Come on, Diesel boy. Want to go for a ride? He may not want to go either, actually. He just kind of looks pretty worn out. So I just may end up leaving the both of them. So that's what I think I'm going to do. He's just really relaxed. So I think that he's just kind of tired. So I think the smartest thing I can do is just leave these two guys in here. I don't think I'm going to do that. So I thought I was going to have a video on who's the truck riding dog, but it's obvious that we can kind of see who it is and who it ain't. And well, they're both traders today, but not really. Poor Diesel, he's just kind of, he's hurting. Dog's hurting. It's a miracle how dog's even alive. Unbelievable. Wow. Now, those that watch my channel, for all the years I've been doing this YouTube and stuff, I've had quite the selection of vehicles. And at one time, I literally had a vehicle for every day of the week. That really has changed. As you look here now, I've got one vehicle, two vehicles, three vehicles, 4, 5. The Jeep over there is 6. Wagoneer is 7. Blazer's 8. The Mustang's 9. The Camaro's 10. Now, the kid has the race truck, so that's 11. So I totally went from having a vehicle I could drive every day. You know, I could have a different vehicle every day of the month. And that's all changed. Is it really a big deal? Not really. So today I've got the Chase and the Flare to take the Ram TRX. Even though this is a great truck. It really is. But I just really enjoy the Ram TRX because it's so noisy. So this is the Diesel. And it just doesn't have that same, just that noisy ass same thing, you know what I mean? So let's get this thing here pulled around. There's the kid right there. How about that? Speak of the devil. There she is. So let me get this thing around the back. Yeah, what's one thing here? The parking really has cleaned up from what it used to be, but it's still a challenge, if you know what I mean. You guys watch my channel, just so you know, Diesel got run over the driveway as the individual was coming into the driveway. So Diesel didn't get run over like on the property. It was just basically really unfortunate, but he got hit as a person was entering the driveway. Like you just saw my daughter. So basically that's what happened. Where you saw my daughter come out of nowhere. That's where the dog, Diesel Boy, got hit. So now I gotta change out all my gear. And that takes a second. Now the biggest thing here is I want to take this thing by the car wash. And I want to get this thing cleaned up. Because it has bird crap all over it. Oh, my nice little thing. Here she comes. Look, here comes the bundle of joy. The bundle of joy is here.
Where are you going?
Getting ready to go to work. Got to go take care of business.
Where are you going?
Oh, well, I'll keep that to myself.
Oh, well, excuse me.
Well, okay. Let me tell everybody that works, that watched my video, where I'm going. Okay. Yeah, these things are all revved up. All right. The good news is you can watch them. Yeah. So, anyways, not a lot of a video. Just me being me. I like to share the fun time and the noisy time here as I trade off. So, hey, kid, come here. I get her to do all the work. I was going to take Rebel with me, or Diesel. He doesn't want to go. He's really lethargic this morning. So he's just happy to be at home.
Okay. Hey.
And I'm back. What's wrong with the damn gate? Gate's halfway open. It just doesn't end, everybody. It doesn't end. But here we are in the Ram TRX. You know, it's always the ongoing dilemma and challenges of life. What would you have to have if you could only have one? If you could only have one, it would be the Chevy heavy-duty Bison. because it's the most versatile truck I could have to do so many things with. This truck here, I couldn't tow my camper with it. The bed is short. That's a diesel. So as far as if I had to have one, it would definitely be the Chevy, which would be, the irony of that is, it'd be my true beginnings of where I came from, which was the Chevy trucks. That's really where I came from. So for me, anybody out there going, well, you know, what would you, blah, 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 da-da-da, D-D-D, whatever, I'd be like, the Chevy truck in the end would win. And I think Chevy's done a hell of a job updating their trucks. I mean, I think the truck looks good. The truck handles good. I mean, I took that thing to Florida. I towed with it. And it's a little big, though. I mean, there's no doubt. You get into the shopping centers in our areas, it is a little bit more challenging. But overall, for the money spent on that to this, I'd rather have the Chevy heavy duty. So I would get rid of this first. Let's see if we can get the properly, and I am. I'm gonna get the gate working properly, get all my paperwork here out of my way here, which just doesn't end on the me living on the road. You know, I really do. I mean, whether you realize it or not, I live behind the wheel of a car. I've been fortunate to have Brian, who works for me now, to help out manage that, but it still requires me to be on the road more. And the daughter really is at the point where she'll work for me, but she doesn't really want to. She'd rather go to school. I can't get that to work. Oh well. It's never ending fight the gate. It drives you nuts. Yeah, so for my daughter that's watched my channel, I mean, in so many ways it's incredible on how she met a man that came into our life that created an opportunity for him to come to work for me, which in the end created an opportunity for my daughter to escape. Yeah, she'll be the first to raise her hand and tell you, you know, she's been with me even when she was not working for me full time. She's ridden around with me many, many years on taking care of the business. And during the pandemic, she spent a lot of time with me because everybody was out of school. So she was constantly with me, for the most part, out helping me, because my other guy, Joe, he was very concerned about the COVID. We didn't know what the hell was going on. So he actually, he left my company. So I was all by myself for the most part. Not totally. And so the whole point of that is, for my daughter now, she just doesn't really desire to be per se out in the field taking care of the business, because she's more focused on school. And I've got other projects for her to take care of. Like right now, like, we got to clean up my office. My office is a disaster. I really want to get that thing to be more organized, look better. So she's more on the chore side of taking care of the house. And, you know, she really is probably going to go to school this summer as well. I mean, his daughter, you know, if you're smart, you just start kicking ass. And you would just go full-blown school. So that you just go through school in 2 or 3 years, because you're just taking all the classes, and go summer school full-time, go fall, you know, go the school year full-time, and then, you know, you're going to get through with this school and have a degree, and you'll figure it out as you go. So that's really more where my daughter is, which I'm glad. I'd rather have her have college and get that knowledge and experience besides working for me. I mean, so, and for the record, I never pushed my kid to work for me. She wanted to take a time out, and then she got a real taste of really what it's like to be going to work. And that's the thing. I'm sure it's challenging for a lot of college people that go to college and they have such a great college experience. Then they have to go to the reality of life and go work. And if you didn't get that degree you wanted or that job you wanted, I'm sure it's very challenging. Here we are in the Ram TRX as it gets up the road. And the irony of this truck is that I'm getting basically the same miles per gallon, if not actually better than that Chevy Duramax. That Chevy Duramax, I'm showing 11.5, 12 miles per gallon. I ain't getting no 15, 16 miles a gallon on that thing. So this thing here, 13.5 miles per gallon. So as far as just drive around a truck for a truck, now, yeah, realistically, I should be in something much more economical, like that black Ford Lightning truck. That black Ford Lightning truck, finally, I've been given notice, is going to auction. That's going to be sick. I'm going to be sick to my stomach when I see the deficiency on that thing. I guarantee you that truck's gonna go across the auction $40,000. It wouldn't surprise me if it's 35 or 38, and it's gonna be. And I'm gonna tell Ford, like, you know what? I'm gonna go to court. I'm gonna share on how ridiculous it is. You've abused the system of building cars that have no value at the end of the day. I'm sorry, man. Some people are like, nah, I would actually enjoy going to court and talk to the judge and going, here's this vehicle that I paid $100,000 for, had numerous problems. The car went across the auction at 35, 38 grand. Now Ford's chasing me for their problems they created upon themselves of building the electric future generation of all the hype of electric vehicles. And the problem is these vehicles aren't really wanted and their values tank. And a guy like me got suckered into buying one. So what do you think of that, Judge? Go get a pacifier and shut the hell up and pay the difference. Probably. Only thing I don't like about the Ram TRX truck is these tires have that funky wear and tear noise on them. Man, I think once that Chevy Bison gets more miles on it, it'll be the same problem because it's the exact same tires. The Ford Raptor, by far, was the nicest truck of any of them. So, for the record, the Ford Raptor, in my book, is the nicer package than the Ram TRX. But I had so many Ford Raptor trucks, and I haven't had the Ram. The Ram TRX to me isn't a dime a dozen, and I like the supercharged motor, the V8. So, and for the record, the Raptor truck. I mean, if you remember watching my videos, I had a black Raptor truck getting like 15 miles per gallon. I mean, so it's not like it's a huge difference in fuel economy for the Raptor. The Raptor is more about, it has a better suspension, has the BF Goodrich tires on it. I just think it has an overall nicer, really cool truck feel to it. I mean, it really is one of the baddest ass trucks that I've owned. The Ram, being a Ram guy, I favored the Ram TRX because this is my first and only Ram TRX. Watching my channel, I've already had like 4 Raptors. So it's just kind of like, I had my Raptor day and blah, blah, blah. And man, I felt like this isn't being built anymore for the moment. Now, do they bring it back? They may. I don't know how you'll ever afford it because the last generation of this truck being built for 2024 was $125,000. So if they bring back a 2026, 2027 model, I'm sure you're going to be $1.25, $1.50. I mean, wow. So the whole point of that is I figured better off just keeping the Ram TRX because there's always going to be a Raptor around. There's always going to be used Raptors that are available in the market, but I'm just kind of burned out on the Raptor. I'd rather have the Ram TRX, and I can always change out the tire and wheel package if I wanted to, but I'm good for the moment. Don't need me spending money there. Just making the Ice HCV videos to keep the channel going, as I like to talk and share my thoughts and ideas. Now, one thing about driving a dirty vehicle, that's one thing that's always irked me in life, is driving a dirty vehicle. Like right now, bird crap over the front windshield. I mean, the interior's trashed. I guess it's kind of like when you feel like if you don't take a shower and you just feel all grungy. That's how I feel driving my truck right now, all grungy. Grungy-itis. Well, you missed that one. Oh well. You think the phone's on, but it's not on. It's a Friday. Everybody's out. It's Friday. How is the car wash doing? Bet you it's busy because it's Friday. People get their cars all nice and cleaned up for the weekend, so I'm sure his place will be a rocking. Not too bad, actually. So that's pretty good. But they got a decent amount of people here if you look there. All right, as we go in and go over there and go over here and get in line to get the truck all cleaned up. And now we get to get the full experience of being in the truck getting outside all cleaned up. And then, since I reactivated my membership, they're going to give me a free full interior detail if I select to do that. If I wish to do that, my downside, this place is really busy right now, so I can turn into a 30 minutes to an hour wait. I'll have to kind of look and evaluate once I get out of the tunnel. We'll check it out. All right, so now, yes, we'll see there. That'll be too long. So I just don't have time for that. I'm going to have to keep on working everybody and let them wipe it down. I wish I had an exit. They just could drive off and I have to wait for them to wipe you down, because sometimes I would do that. All right, let's see here. All right, I'm going to give them some dough. How about that, man? Some dough for their hard work. You know as well as I do, this is just hard labor, if you know what I mean. So you do this, you're like, yeah, right. They rotate these people around, very interesting. That's a good looking Jeep, I like that. I like that package. That's really cool. Yikes, that'll get me wanting to do something with mine. Probably got 37s on it. That's what it looks like. Which my red one was like that. All it takes is a front leveling kit, and you're good to go. It's interesting on this Jeep, the color. That's a very unique color. I haven't seen that color before. That guy's getting up the road, so I can't stay with him. There's our Jeep. See, there what I mean? Like, that doesn't, I mean, it's okay, but the offset wheels, that's debatable. Isn't it amazing how the songs we listen to bring such memories to a special time in your life? This is so 2017 for me. This song so reminds me of buying that boat and taking the boat down to Florida to speak with my brother and my dad, and us going out boating, and Julia's first real experience of being in a boat. I mean, it's just incredible how these songs, we get so connected with the sounds, the rhythm. And for me, that's 8 years ago. Close to a decade later. Yeah, unbelievable. 2017. It was like late March or first part of April. I took that boat down to be there in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Wow. And we're on the Beltway, which the Beltway's always got something going on. Busy. The roads are back. I mean, the people definitely are out and about. Oh, that's a classic. A wheelbarrow was sitting there. Wow. That's not comforting, is it? As we get up the road. As we get up the road here in the Ram TRX, keeping a good 13.5 miles per gallon. At a pretty good pace. Not too shabby. Oh, it gets expensive up here running these damn toll roads. And it's funny, it's not even showing the price, but this is going to cost me just an extra $7 to $8 with me being in this fast lane. I got to be somewhere at a specific time, so I'm a little under more of the gun of not being stuck in this heavy traffic. And this is what I'm trying to avoid right here, is just that heavy traffic, which will delay me, so I'm going to have to pay the higher fee. It just doesn't end. I'll blow through $20 in tolls today, not even including the fuel I'll be burning up. But it's interesting how the screen's gone blank onto what's going on. So you know what? I think I'll take this here. Nah, I don't want that. That's express exit. So forget it. See that? You know, and you get ripped off because when it has a higher tolls, it kind of tells you something's going up on the road. So in some ways, I didn't really have to take this. So it's such a ripoff. Because usually it's like a $2 toll, but they're showing up to $13. And NC Dulles Toll Road, oh my God. So this is really bad now. For me, now I've kind of trapped myself. This makes no sense. That sucks. Wow. Well, this sucks. So apparently the toll road's like shut down. So I'm gonna have to go a whole different direction now, which just kind of just kills everything. But I guess what I'll do, I'll just do a U-turn here and go the other way back to 66. What a joke. It's never simple, man. This DC area sucks when it comes to drive around cars. It's the worst.